Most people think death is instant. One moment you're alive, next moment darkness. Wrong. For many souls, the first reaction after death is panic. Some try to reach back. Some try to step back into their body. Some scream without a mouth. And the horror is simple. They didn't expect to still be conscious. The first 60 seconds after death is the most terrifying minute a human will ever experience. Part 1. The first 2 seconds. The disconnect. Death doesn't feel like closing your eyes forever. It feels like waking up in the wrong place. The soul suddenly becomes aware, painfully aware, that it's not where it's supposed to be. It can still see the room, hear voices, sense movement, understand everything happening, but it cannot feel heartbeat, breath, weight, warmth, physical control. This creates a psychological shock stronger than any nightmare, because the soul tries to do what it has always done. It tries to move the body. It commands the chest to rise. It tries to open the mouth. It tries to blink. And for the first time in existence, the command doesn't reach anything. It's like screaming into a dead microphone. The soul realizes, greater than I'm thinking, but nothing is responding. This horrifying break between thought and flesh makes the soul panic instinctively. Just like a drowning person fights for air, the newly separated soul fights to get back. It throws itself downward toward the body. It leans into the chest. It presses into the head. It pushes against the skin. This is not ghost behavior. This is raw survival instinct. Because the soul knows if it doesn't get back inside, something else is coming. Part 2. Second 3 to 15. The panic response. This is the phase exorcists and mystics describe as spiritual suffocation. The soul is still conscious, fully aware, and reacting like a person trapped outside their own home in a burning building. It tries everything. 1. The soul tries to enter through the chest because the heart was its anchor. But now the heart is silent, a locked door. 2. The soul tries to enter through the mouth because that's where breath came from. But breath is gone, replaced by emptiness. 3. The soul tries to force consciousness back. It pushes into the brain, just like trying to wake up from a terrible dream. But nothing connects. The soul feels alive, but the body feels like a disconnected corpse. This mismatch causes the first wave of terror. No, not yet. This is a mistake. Let me back in. I'm not ready. The soul may hover inches above the body, screaming without sound, reaching with hands it no longer has. Some souls try to slap their own face. Some try to shake themselves awake. And the worst part? Everyone around the body looks normal, calm, busy, living. But the soul is trapped in a silent nightmare, trying to return to a home that no longer recognizes it. Part 3, second 16 to 45. The terrifying realization. This is the moment when denial shatters. The soul recognizes one truth. My body is no longer me. It's not sleeping. It's not fainting. It's not unconscious. It's empty. The vessel is dead. The connection is cut. The anchor is gone. And the soul, for the first time, understands something humans ignore their entire lives. The body was only a suit, and the suit has fallen off. Then comes the real terror. The soul notices it can't feel pain, because pain was physical. The soul notices it can't feel its heartbeat, because the pump has stopped. The soul notices it can't control its limbs, because it no longer has limbs. The soul watches itself like an abandoned shell. This realization hits harder than fear. It hits with identity collapse. Some souls try to crawl back into the body, grip the arms, scream for help, shake the shoulders, beg for one more breath, call out to family, cry in spiritual agony. But nobody turns, nobody responds, because the soul is not in their world anymore. And then the true fear rises. Greater than, if I cannot go back, what comes next? Part 4, second 45 to 60. The fork in reality. Now the soul begins to feel something new, something no living person ever feels. A spiritual pull. Two directions, upward pull. Light, clarity, warmth, presence, peace. Downward pull, pressure, darkness, fear, weight, confusion. This is where the soul's real nature shows. Souls attached to God rise. Souls attached to the world cling. The clinging is desperate, hovering inches above the body, pacing the room, screaming for someone to notice, trying to undo death, refusing to accept the pull. Mystics warn, the soul that clings to the body is the soul afraid of what comes next. Part 5. The final second, acceptance or terror. When the first minute is complete, the body is no longer accessible. The link is severed. The soul faces a truth that can't be escaped. I am going toward my judgment. Some souls rise peacefully with surrender and humility. Others are dragged into darkness, kicking and screaming because fear makes them resist the upward call. This moment is the last choice the soul ever makes. Hope or despair, trust or terror, light or darkness. Once the pull takes over, the journey toward judgment begins. Part 6. The moment they meet what they feared. This is where the first 60 seconds end, and the real terror begins. The soul suddenly feels a presence in the room. For some, it feels like peace, warmth, compassion, safety. A presence that says without words, "Come." For others, something else appears, coldness, shadows gathering, something watching from the corner. These souls realize instantly, this presence is not here to save me. Mystics say demons try to intimidate the soul in this exact window because the soul is still unstable, panicked, confused. They whisper, "Go back. You're not ready. You don't deserve light." Not to help, but to weaken the soul's final direction. Because a frightened soul is easier to claim. This is why the first minute after death is the most spiritually dangerous moment of your entire existence. Most people aren't ready for death. Most people don't understand these first 60 seconds. Most people assume they'll figure it out when it happens, but the soul doesn't get time to figure anything out. You face your truth instantly. The question is simple. When your soul rises out of your body, will you panic or will you be prepared? If this opened your eyes even a little, like the video, share it forward and subscribe and comment below. Lord, prepare my soul.